Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. Welcome to the upcoming 7-day read. 11 energies stood out, my lovies. New pathways, new portals. Spirit was giving us justice in the preliminary. So for some of you, justice, a judicial procedure, or a Libra could be significant for you, or something that happened in November, or something that happened in late September, or will be happening late September, early October. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to our upcoming 7-day read. Keeping in mind we are reading collective energies. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You are and forever will be, and your cousins. You are Annie for some of you. I'm getting the name Tatiana Victoria Magali, and I'm also getting the name, there was a masculine name that came in, but it slipped right before starting. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to our day ones. Welcome to our new subscribers. Welcome to everybody in between. We're so honored to have you here. We're almost at 3,000 strong, my lovies. I was actually looking at how just a month ago, your sister friend, we were at 1,000 because we did our raffle for a free read at 1,000. And I'm like, wow, oh my God, look at this. Look at what spirit. I mean, it's up to spirit. It's not up to me, my lovies. I mean, I guess in a way it is also up to me and to you, but look at us, my lovies, 3,000 strong. And let's continue. So when we get to 10,000, that's when we'll do our next raffle for a read. I did not forget everybody that has already sent me their addresses to mail out your gift that comes with the read. I did prepare that today, and so I will be mailing out the gifts that come with the raffled reads for those who won. And but in the meantime, anyone that wants to, those are a little bit different because they're mini reads. They're not as long as, you know, normal reads. I do recommend for a first read booking at least an hour just to really get into the energy. If you want to book a personal read, always keep in mind these are collective reads. If you want to if you want to book a personal read, book in the description box below. Maybe or save up for because somebody's saying I'm broke. It's all right. It's all right, my lovies. Whenever you get a chance, you can book in the description box below, and we'll go from there, my lovies. But these are collective reads, so keep in mind we're reading collective energies. Some places, some spaces, some keywords, some energies, names will speak to your condition because your energy is coming in, but also realize that other energies are coming in as well. So keep that in mind when we're reading these collective energies. We're going to go ahead and get started by honoring and thanking our spiritual council. I want to honor and thank my grandmama, Abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado, the name Oscar, the name Victor. I also want to honor and thank my grandpapa. Victor will be very present for somebody. I also want to honor and thank my grandpapa, Abuelito Felix, or for some of you, Abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez. I invite you to do the same. I do honor and thank your trusted ancestors, those that protect and love and guide you. I invite you to honor whatever religious force, whatever spiritual force, whatever makes you feel good, grounded and connected as you are to the all in this experience. You can also take a moment of silence to be Xavier and Experian. For some of you, you're looking at your credit score. You can also be in silence with yourselves, and that's also more than enough. Let's get started, my lovies. I'm getting your Experian credit report. For some of you, you've been looking at your credit. Ooh, a little crackle around your credit, my lovies. Maybe doing a little bit of cleansing work if you are. For those of you who are, we did see that in yesterday's read, 4:11 on the clock. We did see that in yesterday's read. Some feeling a little bit, the Rita, some feeling, okay, a little bit of a lie in a situation. Some feeling a little restricted when it comes to finances and financial situations because of different manipulations. Maybe someone stole from you, and Spirit was giving it to us in the preliminary and preparation and meditation for this. It's not necessarily the fact that for some for some. If you are emotionally invested in something or someone or a group or a situation, it's not necessarily the fact that even though I think someone did this deliberately, or a group may have done this deliberately to some because they knew the emotional effects that it would have, for some reason they needed to harvest, or they felt like they needed to harvest that type of energy from you. But maybe for some of you have no clue. Maybe for some of you, like, you feel restricted in your finances because you were betrayed when it comes to someone that you really cared about. It's not necessarily the financial piece of it. It's the betrayal of the person that you felt you trusted. For some of you, and they got busted. For some of you, that energy has been very present. Judicial procedures, justice, legal procedures, legal entities involved in a situation to bring balance to something, because at the end of the day, it was really a test. For everybody, it's always a test. And for some of you, you passed the test. For others, they didn't pass. Or for your brothers, for some. For others and their brothers. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Your cousins, too. Your cousins are very present for some of you. Your cousin's very pregnant for some of you. For some of you, have a pregnant cousin. Something about Marquita or Kita. The name Vanessa. Sophia. Something about sequence. Something about MySQL. Someone could be a... MySQL could be significant. Servers could be significant. Server administration could be significant. Firewalls. Onboarding. For some of you, you could be working on onboarding somebody. For some of you, you could be an onboarder or a trainer of some sort. You could be onboarding someone. I'm getting like onboarding. For some of you, you're either going through onboarding, or someone, or you actually onboard people onto your company. And I'm getting like setting up like their email, setting up like, you know, like the basic stuff. Getting them, if they are going to have access, remote access. For some of you, you could be setting up for some of you, you're taking programming courses. Because now I'm getting very like coding language. For some of you, you could be in coding or programming. Or for some of you, you could be a network administrator. And for some of you, someone's a hater. Someone could be envious of this. I don't know. But it feels like I don't know why they would be, but okay. People find silly things to envy. For some of you, something about Bush. Something about George Bush. Texas could be significant for some. Something about, or for the president, Reggie Bush. Or when was George Bush the president? Or something about the year that George Bush was born. Or for some of you, you could have met George Bush. Or something about Bush, but Reggie Bush is coming in as well for some. I'm also getting Busch Gardens, New Jersey could be significant for some. For some, someone is trying to, or they have already attempted to. This energy was present. Actually, it may have been present in yesterday's read too, with the Cookie Clan of witches for some of you, or warlocks. Someone may try to undermine your intelligence in some way. Anyways, to the all, or they are trying to the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. to mi abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez, to mi abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez, to mi abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez, to Mama Merce, to Mama Merce, to Mama Merce, to Shango, to Shango, to Shango, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Papa Legba, to Papa Legba, to Papa Legba, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Ochosin, to Ochosin, to Ochosin. To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, what are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and justice, in love and truth. The name Jamie or Jaime, in love, the liar, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and justice, in love and truth and mercy. Oh, this hit for higher energy, my lovies. This be present. To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, and in love and truth and judgment. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? How's it going? 11:01. What's popping and what's cracking? We're reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. It is true. We're reading for you because we love you. 11:11 on the clock. We're reading for you, my lovies. We're reading for the next 7-day period. We're reading for the next 7 days. We're going to start with the getting to know truth right away. Because we've been going on, my lovies. And 10:11 on this clock and 11:31 on that clock. 333 energy. Getting to know truth. Jesus, my lovies. Spirit doesn't really want you to worry about numbers right now for some. Don't worry too much about the numbers or the final figures of a situation. But the next waves that we are riding, we have take a moment. The next waves that we are riding, we are reading for Sun's Day, March. I forgot what March, the month of March. I forgot what March was named after. Who March was named after? Mars. Was it in French? It's Mars. No. Yes. No. Yes. For some of you, you've been second guessing yourself about something. I am getting 2 of Pentacles energy, and I am seeing I didn't think we were going to work with it, but maybe we are. I'm seeing the Tarot de Marseille. So for some of you, a Marseillais or somebody from southern France could be very significant. But I keep seeing the 2 of Pentacles in that tarot, which it could mean a lot of things. For some of you, there could be obstacles in finances because things are really kind of up in the air when it comes to a financial situation. For some of you, there could be a lot of movement of a lot of money to try to avoid either taxes or back taxes. Someone's trying to avoid something when it comes to a significant amount of money, and they're trying to move a lot of money. The name Monica for someone's trying to Nisa. Someone's really trying to move a lot of money quickly, and just being cautious because that's how you lose money too. Someone's trying to move a significant amount of money and do it like kind of in the nick of time. Maybe for some of you, this has to do with business taxes because we are almost at that season where business taxes are due. Or for some of you, if you filed for some type of an extension, that's coming in for some. But there's a little bit of an imbalance in a situation, and someone's really trying to it's almost like finagle something. That's what it feels like. It's like it has a little bit of an air of sneakiness when it comes to business dealings, and especially in stealing and moving money or trying to move a significant amount of money. Take the how the Reese, Charisse, something about cerise, like cherries. Cherries in French, though. A lot of French references. Someone can actually speak French. That French Creole energy has been very present as well. Haitian could be significant, or in some type of country where French Creole is spoken. And something about a token. Something about token economies. For some of you, over the next 7 days that you're riding, you could be really focused on your money. A lot of money matters, moving money. For some of you, if it's not on a large scale, I feel like people are moving a lot of money for some. But if it's on a smaller scale, you're you're trying to do things that affect your finances. You're trying to move things around. Maybe you're also trying to invest money in certain things. Maybe for some of you, this has to do with the stock market or with investing, like blockchain investing, cryptocurrencies. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But someone's really trying to move a lot of money. For some of you, money matters at the forefront of this 7-day period. Period. I'm getting, like, you know when people say period, like period. For some of you, we are reading 17 energy on Sunday, so we have clarity over a situation, especially legal situation. So that's why it's so legal, that's why it's so procedural, because 8 energy has to do with legal things, with legal matters, procedural matters, courts, courts within an organization, like procedures, operational things, human resources things, maybe for some of you, you're implementing new systems, and it's very like very procedural energy for some, and a lot of money tied to the procedure. For some of you, there could be money tied to a medical procedure as well, because we did see that in yesterday's reading, and you're being carried into these waves that you're riding with very medical procedure for some of you or someone around you. So this heptad starts with very procedural energy as we move into later in the week, where we're at 24 energy, 23 energy. So we have some type of liberation, we have some type of choice to be made as well, and 11 energy is kind of fluctuating in that as well. So for some of you, there are procedures that are going to lead to a completion of a cycle, because I'm also getting the number 10. So the number 8, the number 10, the number 7 could be significant for some. 1987 could be significant for some. For some of you, I am also getting 86ing something. For some of you, Spirit was also giving us 187 energy, so there could be a murder or some type of an issue when it comes to a 187 in police code. You can look that up if you want to. For some of you, we have seen that murder energy very, very present the last few readings, whatever that means to you. For some of you, it could actually be you find out of a murder or a homicide or something like that. For some of you, a Scorpio may be involved in a situation, because for some of you, a Scorpio could be going to prison after some type of or something. For some of you, Providence could be significant. Providence, Rhode Island could be significant for some of you, or the south side of a place for some, or south side of an inner city. For some of you, you could find out that someone is going to prison, or they went to prison for either attempted murder or a murder. And that's going to shock you a little bit. Because that came in right before Spirit gave us this vision. It was really funky. For some of you, someone could have been living in a van, or that caravan energy has been very present. Caravan could be significant. A gypsy could be significant. Someone could be Egyptian, or have some type of Egyptian or around that area. Maybe like I am getting Egypt, but I'm also getting Lebanon. Maybe that area. For some of you, that could be significant of Africa going into kind of what we call the Middle East. Anyways, Israel could be significant for some. I am getting Israel, but I'm also getting the name Israel. Something about a Messiah, and this hit for higher. Something about apples. Someone could have a grade schooler. I'm seeing a grade schooler for some of you. Your grade schooler could be very focused on learning things, because I'm getting apples. I'm seeing like those little cards. Or for some of you, someone's going to be getting a gift for a child. There could be a little party, and someone's going to give like gay. Oh my gosh. This gay energy has been very present for some. Spirit was giving us in the preliminary, like someone's actually like their soul, when it comes in like this energy comes in, and when it comes in like this, like someone is genuinely, they're gay, not happy, but like they like, the better word is what is it, homosexual. Someone is like that, and their soul is like wanting to express it, because every time it comes in, it's like Lisbeth, the name Lisbeth came in for some. Every time it comes in, it's like someone's been suppressing that they're homosexual, or at least that they're interested in being. It's a really like sincere thing in their soul, and every time it's like I'm gay. Like, I'm gay. Like, someone really wants to scream this out. Maybe for some, it's also time to do some spring cleaning and springing forward into a new chapter by being more honest about one's sexuality. It's not necessarily the sexuality part, because nobody really gives a shit about who you have sex with or not. It's more about being honest about, if it's coming in, it's for a reason. It's more about being honest. Someone gets defensive. I'm just a channeler. It's more about being like true to oneself. Like, it's almost like someone's really like they don't show up as they are. For example, I was having this conversation with someone yesterday, and they were talking about I get so weak in the knees. Someone gets so weak in the knees when they see like someone that they actually want to be with, and they can't be with them because they're denying that they're into them. Like that's crazy, my lovies. I tell you, some stuff in this world is just like, I don't get it. I don't get hiding emotions. I don't get some stuff for me just doesn't make sense. But I guess in a way I can empathize, because I was having a conversation with someone yesterday. I can empathize with their lies. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and again, I've been, this work for me and those who've always been around me, I get so many times like people are like, there's something special about you, there's something different about you, the way you even I feel like I can open up to you. I feel like I can tell you everything. I feel like you look into my soul. And I'm like, it's funny because that's all true. So I've said this before, like I've had a lot of people call me their best friend, because they feel like whatever that means to them, maybe it means that they can open up in a way, maybe they means that I can see into them, maybe they mean it can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. But I've had people tell me, you're very special, and you have something very unique. You have a beautiful gift. For a while, I never really, I wouldn't say like I completely denied my gifts, because they were always there. Even when I worked in corporate America, it was always there. I knew when I was going to close a sale. I knew like spirit would guide us to like do certain things or move in a certain way. My charm was always there. My capacity to uplift and bring in opportunities, not just for myself, but for others, that was always there. So for me, it was just used in a different way. The energy was channeled in a different way. But this is definitely for me a more open forum, a way to really like allow that energy to really open up and touch not just the lives of like a corporate entity, but many lives and many different people, many different paths, career paths. For some of you could be looking at, or someone around you is looking at career paths. But for me, it's like a flower. Like it was just like this Lyle energy for some. I allowed myself time to open up and be more authentic, because to a certain degree I was feeling like I was suppressing a part of myself. It was always there. Again, if I would have dreams, I would share it with the people around me, especially like my family. Like if I had dreamt something that something about a tram for some England, if I had dreamt something that was gonna affect them, like I would share that with them. But I feel like this is definitely a much more fuller expression of my gifts. Something about a rift. Something about a fart. But someone is like, it's like that energy, but somebody, it pertains to their sexual interest and who they want to be with, or who they think they want to be with. This is something someone really, really wants to like explore in a more open way. They've always hid this. Someone's always hid this. Someone could have actually been with men, because I am getting also in the preliminary, I was getting how I've worked with men that have told me, yeah, I secretly, I haven't told this to anybody, but yeah, I saw that in them. So once I saw it in them and they knew that I saw it in them, like it took time. This was not just, the first conversation I had with someone, because certain people, just like in regular conversation, and spirituality is no different. People get defensive about the things that you find inside of them, especially if it's something like this, right? So, which doesn't allow them really to sleep at night, especially if they have certain careers or they feel like they're going to be judged by certain peers. So I had, I've had men and women, but this is speaking to men. For some this is really like masculine energy, or if it's not a man, it's a female in her very masculine energy. It's very heavy energy. Someone's carrying like the weight of the world on their shoulder because they can't really say like, yeah, I gave my friend a blowjob. Like, I had men tell me, like, they're like, yeah, I've secretly given a friend a blowjob. Nobody knows that. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, why'd you do that? Oh, okay, because blah, 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 I wanted to explore. And these are not gay men. They're like, I was in the crowd. Like, you can tell these men are not gay. So for some, maybe it's like, maybe because someone can't, or they feel like they can't explore a concept. I don't know why it's so present in someone's field, but maybe because they can't explore a concept, maybe they feel like they don't know. Maybe I do like that, maybe I don't like that, but they don't feel comfortable enough to say it, and their spirit is screaming it. This is it's just like it's almost like it screams. There's the soul, something about ad libs. There's the skulls, something about the skulls. The soul just screams it. Something about kalima could be significant. Maybe it has to do with a cultural thing, because I know in certain cultures to this day, in certain places in the world, if you expose these types of things, you're in for a whirlwind of a surprise. People will beat the shit out of you in public. Like, maybe for some of you it has something to do like with something like that, or maybe there's a congregation. Maybe for some of you, because I'm getting Publix in Florida. Publix is also in the South, right? The supermarket. But I'm also getting how like certain communities, like maybe even like in Christian communities, like I know certain Christian families, right? I grew up in the church. I've attracted a lot of Christians in my life because, you know, that's one of the dominating religions in the United States. You know, so for me, I've been around it quite a bit, and I know that certain things, they don't fly. I've seen families disown people. Maybe it has to do with a family thing as well. More than anything, maybe somebody doesn't want to feel judged before their family. It's something to consider there. There's something there for somebody's really going through it, and it's not fair, because it's really, Spirit wants someone to be a little bit more lighthearted about the situation, because it may not even be, once somebody like maybe even explores the concept, it may just be like, oh, I was just curious. It was really not even that deep. But if you're not given, for some reason, someone really, like, there's certain things, it's like, I've never explored that, and I don't want to explore that. But for some reason, somebody really, like, this is in their field. They really want to explore something. And this, for some, this could be a group of men. For some, I am seeing a group of boys. Like, these are my boys. We go out dancing, drinking, but in reality, something's happening on the low. Anyways, what food could you not live without? What food, getting to know truth, my lovies. What food could you not live without? What food can I not live without? What food could you not live without? For some, this cannibal energy be present, my lovies. It's been present the last few days. I'm getting human blood for some. Is that what you cannot live without? Okay. It's almost a vampire, like a real one. Jesus, my lovies. Spirit's giving us how your sister friend was brought years ago to fast. I used to fast quite a bit, and in fact, I've been craving it, but I think it's because Ramadan and just the season. So fasting has been on my mind, 28/11. And when I fast, I noticed that unless eating is a very social, emotional thing, it's also a socio-economical thing. The more you have, the more you eat, up until a certain point. Then it comes to a point where, again, it's like extremes. Like, it's like extreme wealth, extreme poverty. And they affect how you eat. Even your surroundings, your social groups, the religions, they expect you to eat in a certain way. Your traditions, they expect you, if you celebrate certain holidays, you're expected to eat certain things around certain times of the year. And there's a reason for all of that. I've mentioned I've studied different diets. I have not just studied different diets, but I've lived through different diets. There was a time in my life where I would fast a lot. I would fast like religiously or spiritually. I would fast quite a bit. I went from being a pescatarian to a vegetarian to a vegan to eating raw to eating, I've tried different things, different diets. I did not try the keto diet, but for some of you, the keto diet is in your field. The number 18 for some, the 19th. There's nothing really. I love soups. I'm a big soup person. I can't live without veggies. When I went to India for a spiritual retreat, and it's called Inner Awakening and Inner Engineering, and we were doing things like practicing how to move things with our minds, fasting, meditation, how to communicate with the nature spirits. So we were doing all of that there, and their food to me made me want to crave. I'm like, I was paired up with a buddy, and her and I, we roomed together. We had a hotel room together, and I'm like, I need fruit. So we had to go out into the markets to find fruit. The fruit was so cheap. We got like a whole bag, a huge bag of fruit for like $10. We were like, oh my God, this is amazing. And fresh bananas and apples, pomegranates. We had the time of our lives, because I went so long without eating like something real. So it was intense for me. I felt it. Like it was so curious because we both felt it. I think we were also like vibing off of each other because we were spending so much time together. We were rooming together. We were traveling together. We left together as well. We changed our flights and left together. So we really became like very like entangled quantumly. And so it was a lot. We were both like, we need fresh fruit. We need fresh vegetables. 31:13 on the clock. Mirroring energy. Something about Trevor. Something about Travis. Something about Janice. And something about Gladys. Yeah, we were very craving. I guess for me it's all in balance. Like, I can go a while without eating. My longest fast was 15 days total. I did 5 days of water fast, 5 days of juice fast, and 5 days of nothing. Actually, I started 5 days juice, 5 days water, and 5 days nothing. Under supervision, because I was staying with my sister at that time. So technically she wasn't supervising me, but if anything, I wanted to be around somebody that if I, for whatever reason, anything would have happened, I would have had a check-in buddy. I feel like the body's very resilient. Is there anything that I can't like, oh, I can't live without this or that? Not really. I think everything has a season. I love avocados. For some of you, avocados, you can't live without avocados. For some of you, can't live without strawberries. You're very fruity, my lovies. For some of you, you're very fruity. For some of you, you eat really healthy. For some of you, you eat really, really healthy. Like you eat living things, like veggies and fruits and stuff. You can't live without that stuff. For some of you, can't live without, there's some type of Asian soup in somebody's field. For me, I'm a big ramen fan. But again, there's nothing really that I'm like, I can't live without that. Like if I never ate that ever again, if spirit's like, we don't have access to this anymore for whatever reason, it's like, all right, that's okay. Find me something else, my lovies. I don't know. How about you, my lovies? Is there any food that you could not live with? Could not live without? Okay, for some of you, is there any food that you can't live with? Is there any food that you cannot live without? Is there any food that you cannot live without? Is there any food that you cannot live without? What food could you not live without? What's at the top of this? I'm curious what's at the top of this. 3322. If you were rescuing people from a burning building and you had to leave one person behind, who would it be? If you were rescuing people from a burning building and you had to leave one person behind, who would it be? I saw, I gotta tell you what I first saw, my lovies. I'm just being, some of you may not like this answer. I saw a dog. Like, I'll leave the dog behind. Not to say, it's curious because not to say that dogs don't have a special place in my heart. But that's the first thing that came to my mind. I'll leave the dog behind. you know, I know that certain consciousness, they're like, dogs are a man's best friend. I don't think that. I don't think that way. I don't. That's a cultural thing, I think. Yeah. I'll leave the dog behind. That's the first thing that came to my mind. How about you, my lovies? If you were rescuing people from a burning building and you had to leave one person behind, who would it be? I told you. It's like, I don't know, I have no enemies. Would you consider a polyamorous relationship? No. Polyamorous. Would you consider a polyamorous relationship? I love everybody. It reminds me of this guy I met in Florida. And I was riding my bike. I would ride my bike 3511. At that time, I was working at a real estate office, and I would ride my bike into the office every day. And I guess this guy I caught his eye, and he's like, "What's up, shorty? I be seeing you, blah, 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 riding around, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Hey, yeah, what's up, what's up?" Like, he was cute, he was funny, he was, you know, was just like a human being. And there was another female that walked by. She was cute, she was funny, she was sweet. And I said hi to her. And the guy's like, "Why are you ignoring me?" I'm like, "I'm not ignoring you. Like, what else would you want me? What do you want me to say?" Like, he wanted more. Like, but he could see that, like, we were really not. Taylor, we could see Travis. We could see that, like, you know, it wasn't going anywhere, not where he thought it was going. And it was showing. For some of you, someone's gonna start showing as well. Their pregnancy, someone's gonna start showing soon, within the next month or so. But it's curious because, again, I'm like I don't, he wanted more from me, and I'm like, I'm just sitting here drinking my water at the gas station because I had a routine. I would stop at that gas station, get myself 2 bottles of water, and then continue because the ride was kind of long, and it would be in the hot sun. It was in Florida, in St. Pete. And so this man, he's standing there, he's like trying to talk to me, can't connect with me. And I'm like, it's okay, like, it's all right. And then the female comes by, and I'm like, "Hey, hi." And she's like, "Hi." She says hi to me, and he's like, "Oh, I see." I'm like, "You see what?" He's like, I see what you like." I'm like, "I like everybody." He's like, "Oh, you like everybody." I'm like, "Yeah, I like everybody." I'm like, I don't know where I don't even wanna, I can assume where this mind is at, but is just a waste. And I'm like, "All right, my love, see ya, take care." And he's like, he almost looked a little baffled, like he couldn't project anything onto me. It was really difficult for him for some reason, because I don't know, maybe it works on these projections work on certain people. Everything is coming in for a reason. Maybe for some of you, someone's trying to project a polyamory onto you, or a polygamous relationship onto you. Oh, look, Kelly commented hearts and celebration. That's confirmation. For some of you, there could be a situation where someone's trying to project some type of idea of polygamy or I love everybody. If it's polyamory, I love everybody. I love everybody, everything, everyone. I love everybody. I don't have any enemies. I don't have any qualms against anybody. I just like to be left alone and in peace at this point in my life. If I can support and help in however I can. But besides that, I like my peace. I like my solitude. I don't have anything against anyone. I really love everybody. I really want what's best for everyone. Spirit is my witness. I want what's best for every human being, every being that is involved in this creation, even dogs, but apparently I'm willing to sacrifice a dog over a human. But I love everybody. I love everybody. I guess polyamory in that sense. I'm already in a polygamous. Somebody's already in a polygamous relationship, and they're trying to figure out if somebody else is willing. For some of you, somebody wants to know if you're willing or to be in their polyamorous relationship. Are you? They want you to switch up. For some of you, somebody wants you to switch up your standards. Oddly enough, for some of you, someone's actually serious. Like, they're a little, Spirit's saying they're delirious, though. Maybe they're not as serious. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? See my face? I told you justice is in the field. The flower pusher. This is justice in this tarot. A Libra could be significant. Force, justice, and strength. Force, justice, and strength. The flower pusher. What I am getting is somebody's actually willing to marry you. That's what's coming in. Someone's willing to marry you. They live a life of sin. All they do is win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Something, 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 put it in her butt. All they do is win. The living of the sin. The living dead. Someone can like the living dead. Someone likes to get head. Someone likes to get head from their multiple partners at the same time. Effing two bad itches at the same dang time. At the same dang time. We did see that perverted polygamy in yesterday's reading. Je sais pas, my lovies. Je sais pas. Giuseppe, Gustavo, Giuseppe, Gustavo, El Chapo. This could be someone that's like powerful in some type of organization. They deserve a standing ovation. For some of you, you're tempted. This is what or you're going to be tempted. This is a temptation. I don't know. Je sais pas. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. We got companionship, victory, and perseverance. It's in the reverse. Because I was also getting how someone's not that great of a partner. Like, they have a lot of people, but this is not someone you could build a home with. This is not a devoted person. This is perverted polygamy. This is patriarchal polygamy. This is something about, here we go, the Ptolemy. Something about there's a river in Washington, the Potomac or something like that. Someone's like not a good, that's what I was feeling. Vegas could be significant. Las Vegas. Someone's going to take a flight. My phone's going off right now. Got a Wi-Fi notification. A nurse is involved in a situation. Someone is going to take a flight. Someone needs to go see their uncle as well. They could have a sick uncle. Somebody has a sick uncle. There's rage here. There's anger. But in this tarot, the Knight of Swords is also companionship, victory, and perseverance. Someone that they want to deliver a message, but they may be reckless and they be a little messy. The way it feels, I don't know, something about Little Nessie. Someone could be a rapper. I don't know, or they mingle with rappers.